It wasn't a human witness who recalled those words. It was a bird, repeating the final moments of a man's life.
No! No!
That haunting echo would become the key to locking his killer away forever. Marty and Glenna Duram lived in rural Ensley Township, Michigan. Small town life, where everyone seemed to know everyone. Marty, 46, was known as outgoing, talkative, and the kind of man who could strike up a conversation with anyone. He loved motorcycles, spending time with friends, and his beloved pet parrot Bud, who mimicked his voice so perfectly it startled guests. Glenna was the opposite, quiet, reserved, and hiding a dangerous secret, crippling gambling debts. Friends recalled growing tension in the marriage, arguments about money, accusations, and Marty's growing fear of losing everything. Police responded to a chilling scene. Marty was found shot 5 times. Beside him lay Glenna, barely alive, with a head wound that seemed self-inflicted. At first glance, it looked like a botched murder-suicide, but detectives noticed something strange. No signs of forced entry, no evidence of a break-in. And most importantly, Glenna survived, but claimed she couldn't remember a thing.
The only thing I remember, he wanted to take me out to dinner. I told him I didn't feel good. He wanted Mom's come up, and I said, no, I don't feel good. I remember getting a shot. I don't know what day that was. I know I had 2 prescriptions. I don't know if I even picked them up. We were supposed to be going to Camden Memorial weekend. That's the only thing I remember.
Then the parrot started talking. Marty's family brought Bud to stay with them after his death. Within days, the bird began to scream out a phrase in a panicked tone.
No! Shut up! Get your building now! Shut up!
African gray parrots aren't just good mimics. They capture tone, emotion, and timing. To Marty's ex-wife, it was chillingly clear. Bud had witnessed the final moments of Marty's life, and he was reliving them over and over. Could a parrot hold the key to a murder case? And more importantly, would a courtroom take it seriously? Detectives dug deeper into Glenna's life. What they found was dark, crippling gambling debts, a series of handwritten notes suggesting Glenna had planned to end her life and Marty's. Ballistic evidence proving she was the only possible shooter. The theory is that Glenna shot Marty during an argument, then turned the gun on herself to stage a double suicide, but survived.
Following an investigation, Glenna Duram was charged with murder, accused of shooting her husband 5 times, then turning the gun on herself in a failed suicide attempt. Why did she kill him?
They had some financial problems. On the day of the murder, their house was being sold in a sheriff's sale, which is a foreclosure type proceeding.
Courtroom tension was thick. Bud's words couldn't be officially admitted as evidence. Parrots can mimic without comprehension, but prosecutors didn't need to put Bud on the stand. They let the story of his chilling repetition spread to the jury through witness accounts, adding emotional weight to the already damning evidence. Glenna sat motionless as prosecutors detailed how she planned the attack, fired 5 shots, and left Marty to die while she attempted to cover her tracks. In July 2017, the jury returned its verdict: guilty of first-degree murder.
Glenna Duram was just convicted and was clearly not happy with the verdict.
Glenna Duram was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Years later, Bud still mimics Marty's last words, a reminder of the night one man begged for his life, and a parrot became the witness to a brutal crime. What do you think? Should a parrot's words be considered evidence in court? And have you ever heard of a case this bizarre? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more shocking courtroom stories right here on Bars and Justice.